Welcome back to Notre Dame Day, everybody. I'm Diane Daniels. We're joined now by a man who in 1984 was named Mr. Bookstore for his prowess on the bookstore basketball courts. He's a Notre Dame alum who's had a distinguished career serving others, from running the Center for the Homeless in South Bend to leading Notre Dame University's relations team, which includes the world's greatest alumni association and the university's development organization. And he's also a pretty good storyteller. Nanni here with us now on Notre Dame Day. So it sounds like you guys are just killing it with how successful this event has been.
Really blessed. First of all, thank you for your
so
time
happy to
and
be here.
All the talent that has volunteered so many hours over the last 29 hours. Yet we've been really amazed by how things have progressed. We've had, over the last 29 hours, over 18 million social media impressions compared to 2.2 million last year. And we've had members of the Notre Dame family and beyond come into our website from over 109 countries.
Wow.
And we've had 21,000 gifts with over 80,000 votes for these different areas for the $1 million matching money. It's really been a dream come true.
So it sounds like it's really perhaps even surpassed what you guys thought potentially could happen.
It really has.
That's amazing. So I didn't know you were Mr. Bookstore. You still got some game left? What do you think?
No. I not only do I have no game left, but I really never had it then. I think it's kind of like, Miss Congeniality Award or something like that. Yeah.
Okay, it was kind of the door prize?
Yeah, it was. We lost in the finals a couple times, and so that was it. Was the door prize. Yeah.
Okay. Getting back to Notre Dame Day, tell us a little bit about, perhaps, has there been like a seminal moment or just something that has kind of crystallized what this whole experience has been for you, in the last 29 hours?
Yeah, for me, this is, Notre Dame Day isn't really, some may not believe this, it's not about raising money, it's about telling Notre Dame's story in its most compelling and varied manner. Number one. And number two, it's also about getting people to participate in the life of the university where they're most passionate about it. And so with over 900 clubs and sports programs and academic units and alumni clubs and so on and so forth, there's so many opportunities to support initiatives, especially doing service to the local community and the world, that are really vital to alumni, parents, and friends. That's what really excites us about this more than anything.
Well, it really seems like you folks have touched a nerve and really kind of tapped into the passion for Notre Dame that people have all over the globe.
Yeah, it's, we're blessed. This is a university that's dedicated to Our Lady, and we have a following of alumni and parents and friends who really, I think, have an unrivaled passion for their alma mater, for this university, and we're really blessed to be a small part of it.
So many stories about Father Ted throughout the last 29 hours, and I'm sure that you probably have some. I don't know if there's a Father Ted memory that would be appropriate to share as we get ready to wrap things up here in this final hour. Yeah,
there's one story for me that jumps out among the thousands of stories, all the incredible leadership. Wherever there was a wrong to be righted, an injustice to be confronted, he was on the front line. But one story that sticks out for me is a rather humble one, and it's one of our trustees was out at a golf tournament, and he was approached by this Fortune 50 CEO, and he said, I want to tell you a story. And he said that 50 years ago, my uncle was a sophomore at Notre Dame, and he was tragically killed in an accident on campus. And I just want to tell you that your president, he said to our trustee, your president, Father Ted Hesburgh, wrote a handwritten letter for 40 consecutive years to my mother. And my father assured me that it was that letter that kept her alive for the last 10 years of her life. Scandal by definition is public, but holiness is often hidden or seeks to hide itself. And one of the great things about being part of the Notre Dame family, it just doesn't call you to success or greatness in worldly terms, but it calls you to holiness. To do small things with greatness, like writing those letters, things behind the scenes. And that's one of the many reasons why I think so many of us rally around this university, because the people who make it up inspire you to want to be better, to live out your beliefs more fully, and to give back to others, to make an impact, a difference.
That's a beautiful story. Journalists don't often do this, but we're going to give you the floor. And if there's anything else that you'd like to share to the millions of people who have clicked on the Notre Dame Day website throughout this whole 29 hours as some final thoughts to share with them.
You know, I think that one thing that comes to mind for me a lot is Harry Truman. President Truman said years ago that if you know where you've come from and you know where you're going, everything is sure to turn out okay. And I think we're really blessed at Notre Dame, going back to the roots of Father Soren, that he had this vision to build this great university, great Catholic university that would not only be one of the greatest universities in the land, but one of the greatest forces for good in all of society. We have that as our roots, and it's our challenge to try to live out that vision each and every day. And what could be a more worthy calling than that? And we are surrounded by, look at the staff over the last 29 hours, the team that I get to work with every day that I feel unworthy to really be a part of, their sacrifices, how much they put into it, and then an alumni body that is unrivaled, and parents and friends, Subway alumni all over the world who love this place and what it stands for. We have some big shoes to fill, and it's our generation's time to do the best that we can to advance Notre Dame and all that she stands for in this world.
Well, congratulations on really what's been a very successful 29-hour period for Notre Dame Day, and I'm guessing the work starts tomorrow on next year's, right?
That's exactly right. Thank you
Right.
again, Diane. Thank you, Jack, everybody, for your time and your support.
It's been our pleasure. Thanks, Lou.